In the cheers and the ambience, I gotta ring the thing then again. I'm such a winner, I'll win again. Some think I'm a Viking or maybe a wizard. I feel like I'm both when I'm in the ring. Victory brings serenity. I give them a three-piece, that's for the three-peat, and then I leave with the Trinity. True baller got all the amenities. All the others just wanna be mini-me's. Haters mad when they in my vicinity.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's special live, where I guess I'm flying solo today. We had to make a last-minute pivot. It was supposed to be me and Aaron Bevins. Aaron had an emergency come up, so he's not able to join us today. So it's just going to be me closing deals, which is good because even if Aaron were here, it would still just be me closing deals because he's not a closer. So it's okay that he's not here. It actually just saves you half of the show of watching someone do what you're not supposed to do. So this is actually more beneficial for you guys that he's not here. All right. That being said, I did want Aaron here. It's always a good time with him. So we are going to make a little bit of a pivot on the leads that we're going to be calling. We were going to be calling just SBA leads. I do have some SBA leads, but we're gonna shift it. We want to give you as much impact as possible and value today. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna call some of the SBA leads. We're also going to do some speed to lead, and we're also going to do property leads. So you guys can see across the board, whether it's PPL, whether it's marketplace, whether it's nationwide leads from property leads or the cold call leads from SBA. Now, the process doesn't really change. It doesn't matter. The impact is still the same. The results are still the same. The closer's formula still works regardless of the lead type and where we're getting it. So that's the objective with today's live. So let's get into it. Let's do this. Listen, shout out to everybody involved on this. Okay. SBA gave us leads, right? They had their cold callers generate leads for us. Speed to lead, last minute pivot. As soon as they found out about the emergency, they're like, we got you. They got me some leads. Property leads, same thing. Love our partners. And our vendors that we use. So shout out to them as we get started. All right. I'm actually going to start off with the SBA lead. I've got one here in Oklahoma. The asking price on the sheet says $70,000, and then the Zestimate says $106,200. So we've got about a $36,000 spread. I'm going to call that one and see. Obviously, that doesn't work just right out of the gate, so we probably have to negotiate them down a little bit. So I think that's a good one to get started with.
Sorry, you can't leave a message for.
Boo. What's your thoughts on deals for me now? I don't know what that is. I've never heard of it. So I can't really give you a straight answer on that versus PropStream. I do know we do use PropStream for comping. Mainly, we do a little bit of list pulling in there as well. So I can't really give you an answer on the versus deals for me now versus PropStream, but I will say we use PropStream. What is SBA? It's Standard Virtual Assistant Staffing Agency, but it's Aaron Bevins' company. We've done 2 lives calling the SBA leads. They've been excellent. His team pulls the list, skip trace it, then cold calls it, and then generates that lead for you. Is Aaron coming on? Probably not. He had an emergency come up. So like I said at the beginning, we had to make a pivot. We're probably not going to have Aaron joining us today. We'll definitely reschedule though and make sure. So that's why we're pivoting where it's just going to be me calling, but I'm going to be calling multiple different lead sources, SBA, speed lead, and property leads. All right. So first dial, no answer. Let's see what we got. Any banger leads here on Speed to Lead. I'll share my screen here so you guys can see. Did this on Tuesday, first dial, contract. See if we can replicate it. Just to rub salt in all the haters' wounds. But RJ, you can't one dial close. Okay. Let's see. We got land. They want to sell without showing, so that doesn't make sense. It's land. Inherited property, but fully renovated. Pre-foreclosure. Owner occupied, not listed. Townhouse. Not feeling that. We can be picky. Pre-foreclosure, another Pennsylvania, tenant occupied. Ooh, tenant occupied pre-foreclosure. In a super small city, though. We're going to pass on that because of location. Emergency reasons. St. Louis. Yes, please. Deal for me is King Kong software. I still don't know it. I mean, I was assuming that's some sort of white label of something. I would just go with PropStream, just to be honest with you. Not Kansas City or Detroit. We went St. Louis, baby. Same dots, though.
Hello,
Hey, is Tammy there?
this is her.
Hey, Tammy, this is RJ Bates. I was calling about your property there on Hamburg Avenue. You had entered this on my website saying that you're looking to sell. Is that correct?
I'm considering it, yes.
Awesome. How much were you looking to get?
At least 150, 160.
150, 160. All right. Well, tell me a little bit about what you got going on.
I'm getting ready to buy some property and move out of the city.
Okay. What's going on with the property?
It's 2-bedroom, 1 bath. It needs cleaned up and painted, really
Okay.
touched up, Nothing major.
Is it vacant, occupied? What's going on with it?
No,
Okay.
but I need to sell it to get the equity out of it to buy my property.
So say I clean it up. What do you think it would be worth after I clean it up?
Probably about 160.
If I give you 150 and I clean it up and then I sell it for 160, I make money.
Yep. You just make 10 grand.
Cleaning it up is going to cost me money. And then I got to pay realtors, right? Closing costs, holding costs. Make no money. I need it for I'd need it for way less than 150 if it's only going to be worth 160.
So how much are you thinking?
I don't know. I want to get a firm number on what I think this could be worth. It's 760 square feet, right?
Yeah.
Is the basement finished or no?
It's half finished yet.
Okay. All right. I mean, there's properties. I mean, there's a property on Hanover Avenue That's 975 square feet. And I mean, it's fully remodeled, new floors, new baseboards, new everything. Granite, countertops, cabinets, everything. It's pending for 145. And that's 215 square feet larger.
Right.
So
I'm telling you what I need if I'm selling it. I don't have to sell it. I'm just looking.
yeah, I would be in another stratosphere. I think we're way off. All right, have a good one.
No problem.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Next. That was definitely Ron Bryce not motivated. That's the bucket. It did say emergency reasons. Her emergency reason was she wanted to move and buy more property. I personally view emergencies different than she does. All right, let's bring this back up. Let's find our next one. Vacant, non-occupied house, fully renovated though. Don't like that. Let's see. I think this is where we were. There's another emergency reasons. I don't know. I got a little PTSD from the emergency reasons. Inherited property, full gut renovation. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I like those. Marshall.
Telephone number 7854009. Can't take your call now. At the tone, please.
Let's try again.
Telephone number 7.
Something feels off about that. Our email is happycashier69@gmail.com. Feels off. Feels a bit off. What do you do when you sit out a contract for a signature and they don't end up signing? I've been trying to get in touch with them for 2 days now. Where do I go from here? Well, there's a couple different things that I want to touch base on this topic. This is a great topic. One, sometimes we create stories in our head where it's like, oh, they're ghosting me and they don't like my offer. They're shopping my offer. Those are all real things that could be happening. The other aspect of this that sometimes we forget about is life could have happened. You know, I mean, they could have gotten in a car accident. Family member could be sick. They could be sick. They could have broken their phone. There's a lot of different things that could be happening right now. So this is part of the business, being consistent with your follow-up efforts. I'm always under the mindset that if I miss out on the deal because I'm aggressive with my follow-up, I can live with that. What I can't live with is missing out on a deal because I wasn't aggressive with my follow-up and I wasn't consistent with it. So just stick with it. Don't tell yourself stories. Just kind of go in with it with the optimism that, hey, maybe something just happened and it has nothing to do with the real estate or this transaction whatsoever. And then also go back and analyze the actual acquisitions call and see if you did a good job of explaining the process and building the credibility where they feel comfortable enough to sign. Because if you came to an agreement and they don't sign the contract, more often than not, there was something there that was lacking on your side during the acquisitions phase that didn't make them feel comfortable. Zero fucks given is got a comment. That's the username. Zero fucks given. You guys didn't know I got AJ sitting right next to me. AJ's now helping me out on the content side. If I look over, it's because I'm talking to him. It's fun to have someone in the room with me. It's not because you're cute. How much did it cost you, and how long did it take to get your website up and running to obtain some inbound? So we started our websites back in 2014. I'll be honest with you, we don't get a ton of leads from them. The majority of these leads that you're seeing, we are buying from a PPL provider, a pay-per-lead provider. So that's what speed lead, property leads are. Just so you're aware. All right, let's get us another lead. Oh, man. Utah, financial reasons. A newer build, fully renovated. They've owned it 2 to 5 years. Might have a little bit of equity. This could be a sub-2 play. A vacant property in Pasadena, Texas. Man. Probably not going to be a ton of equity. Probably going to be close to full retail. Not a great location for us. That's why I'm going to pass on that one. All right, I think these are the ones I've already seen. So I'm going to go down to the next page. Aaron had an emergency. That's why he's not here. I do like the enthusiasm that we all think that he didn't show up because he knew he was just going to get showed up again. Going to get his ass kicked. That's right. But he does claim that he had an emergency come up. And so we'll show him the respect. He says that he'll be back. All right, didn't see a whole lot there. Let's go to the next page. Fort Wayne, Indiana, financial reasons, vacant, no mortgage. Yep. Got a great buyer in Fort Wayne, Indiana. I will take that all day. All I'm going to say is great closers always show up on time. There's nothing wrong with Pasadena, Texas.
Hello.
Hi, is Malcolm there? Hey, Malcolm, this is RJ Bates. It's calling about your property there in Fort Wayne. Looked like you were talking to someone on my team about selling that property. Is that correct?
You know what, Big Guy, what this? And please don't get mad at me when I say this. I want to speak freely and openly.
Let's do it.
You cut me a check for $110,000. Give me 30 days. You can have that property. But as far as anything else, then y'all do what y'all got to do. You do your own research. You do whatever. You know, but $110,000 in 30 days, you can have it. Other than that, man, y'all might have to call somebody else. Okay? When you get to that point, $110,000, call me back.
Okay.
All right?
Sounds good. Bro, you might be bad luck.
I might have to get out of here.
You might have to leave.
I might just have to watch it over YouTube.
What?
Wow.
What was that?
Oh, wow.
I don't know if y'all heard that. Someone said they can't hear, but man, that dude was rough. He said, I'm gonna shoot you straight. You write me a check for $110,000 and give me 30 days, and I'm out of here. You can have it. Otherwise, do your own research. Don't call me back unless you got $110,000. I got $110,000. Ain't for you though. Next. All right. I got another one.
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, Charles, this is RJ Bates calling about your property there on Bull Rush Court. Like you entered that on my website saying that you're looking to sell that property. If you could, give me a call back at 817-710-8689. Thank you.
I'm not selling this property. I don't know where you get your information, so just don't call me anymore.
Looked like you went on my website and gave me your name and your number and address, said that you were selling for financial reasons.
Don't call me anymore. You got that?
I do. I just want to make sure you don't want to sell the property.
No, I don't want to sell the property.
All right, Charles, I appreciate you.
All right.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Don't call me anymore.
All right. All right.
Property ain't for sale.
All right. I think we're on the same page there, Charles.
Yeah, I will.
You too.
Okay.
I went, bro.
It's me.
Yeah, you, bro.
I'm stepping outside for one more call.
One more call. Watch. The next one's going to be a close, bro.
We'll see.
AJ's bad luck, man. AJ is bad luck.
Give me 5.
No one has ever sat in the office before. We're 3 conversations in. Now, those not good. First of all, that was mid voicemail. And all of a sudden he's talking. He's like, I ain't selling. By the way, that would be a refund. That would be a refund right there. All right. Nick, you said check my email. I got it. I got some leads. Let's do this. Here we go. Maybe. There's the phone numbers.
Hello,
Hello, is Diane there?
this is she.
Hey, Diane, this is RJ Bates. I was calling about your property there in Lincoln Park. You had entered this on my website saying that you were interested in selling that property. Is that correct?
Well, I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to find out what I would get for it.
How much you want for it?
Well, I need enough to be able to get myself someplace else to live. And right now I'm living in a single family home. My son lives here with me. But, you know, he has other places to go if he needs to, or we can get an apartment together. I know my mortgage right now is somewhere around $147.
Okay.
That's what I owe on the house.
147. Yep, I'm here. 147.
Yes. And I'd like to get more than that, obviously, because I need to get a place, either a small, you know, like a modular or apartment or whatever.
All right. So what how much are we thinking on top of the 147? And then I can see if I can do it or not.
Say that again?
How much more on top of the 147 you thinking?
I don't know, just like maybe 185.
Okay, 185 total.
Well, that's what I have on here, the FHA cash out guide. It says search cash out programs. Average homeowner can access to $185,000.
Huh.
Is that a doable fee? I don't know. I've never done this before.
Gotcha. Well, the reason why is because I always want to ask, what do you need? Because obviously it's your house, right? And you're selling it for a reason. You need to get money. So I then, as soon as I know how much you want, then I want to know, well, what's the condition of it like, right? And then from there, I determine what could the property be worth if I come in and I fix it all the way up. And then it's just a mathematical equation for me to see if I can give you that number or not. And if it's not that number, I tell you, well, this is how much I can give you. And you can either say, yeah, that works, or no, I can't do that. You know? So I know on my website, you put that it was a full gut, everything needed, right? So is it in pretty rough condition?
I see it, but I don't know that that's the true, I don't know how you would determine that. The house is livable. I live in it. My son lives in it. It's got 2 bedrooms, a laundry room on the first. It is only 1 level. I have a laundry room where one of the bedrooms used to be, and now I just have a living room, kitchen, my room, and my son's room. And I don't know if you would call it a full gut. I'm not really sure. I mean, like, we have floors, we have walls. I don't really know what that really entails, a full gut.
Full gut is normally not livable, right? If it's just right.
40 years.
So if it's one of those days where it needs, kitchen, bathrooms, updated flooring, stuff like that, I consider that more on the cosmetic side. What about like some of the like heating and air and the roof and stuff like that? Is all of that need to be replaced, or is that's still good?
Actually, my heating and my hot water was only replaced, I don't remember, 2 years ago maybe, or 3 years ago, when we had a big storm here. And I lost everything in the basement. All my furnace, my hot water heater, what do you call that thing? To dry it out. But yeah, I replaced all of that. And I did get help from FEMA, and I did get some insurance help, not much. It was $5,000. And then, so all of that is new. It's within the last 2 or 3 years.
That's great.
Yeah, and the roof is new. The roof is new from last, I don't remember, I think it was October. Last October. My homeowners chose not to renew me if I didn't put a new roof on. And I went ahead and part of why I'm in this mess now is because I put a new roof on for $20,000. This is a little tiny house. It used to be a bungalow.
Okay.
So it didn't need $20,000. But I went with the first name company, so I was able to get it right away. And I have a full roof on now. It's brand new from I think it's about October. And the biggest problem that we have at this moment is that I have a detached garage and a detached summer house or gazebo. I don't know what you want to call it. But both of them are mostly stone, some wood, and both of them have to come down. I can't afford to do that. So, I originally was trying to refinance my mortgage to give me a little bit of cash value And but they wanted me to fix the garage, either fix it or destroy it, take it down. Well, you know what, I don't see it happening either way. I don't have that kind of money. I live on a fixed income. So, I don't see that happening one way or the other. And as far as the gazebo is concerned, I can imagine that my son could take it down if he really wanted to. But, it's not a big thing. It's like maybe 4 feet square. And I have a nice piece of property. I think it's, I don't have the thing here right now, but I think we're probably about 3/4 of an acre, I think. Eric?
Yeah, I see it's 13,499 square feet.
About how much? Oh, okay, he has it. He has it, I guess, on Google.
Yes.
This is one of the people that I wanted to know what you thought, how big our yard was. Like,
Like maybe between a half and 3/4 of an acre, maybe.
yeah, that's what I said. It's about a half and 3/4.
Yeah, about half, 3/4 of an acre.
Yeah. So basically, selling the house was not my first choice, but I can't get any money to do any of the things that they want done without putting some money out, and I don't have any money to put out. So that was when I had gotten a card from somebody. I don't remember who, and I can't find the card. And it was about, buying your house for cash. And so I thought, my son said, well, why don't we find out what we can get for the house? Like, what is the most that they're going to give you?
Gotcha. And then you saw our ad online, and that's how we're here, right?
Right. That's why I'm talking to you. Because I'm trying to find a way. I would rather not get rid of my house, but I don't think there's any other way to do it because I owe so much money. The $20,000 roof plus $147,000 on the mortgage. I mean, I have some other big bills. I had purchased hearing aids that cost me $6,000 that I'm still paying on. So there's a lot of different things that kind of add to it. And I'm only one person, and I only get one Social Security check. So, I'm trying to come up with a plan that I'm looking online for government help. The government has been very helpful in the past. Well, they kind of shut down that department. They're not very helpful these days. And, but, some way to get some kind of money so that I can either sell the house, fix it, do whatever, make up my mind. And I'm not really sure where I go from here. I mean, I ran across this on, let me see here, Fast and Advanced, Fast Loan Advance.
Oh, don't do that.
No?
No,
All right.
don't do that. That's
Okay.
that's real bad. Yeah, that's like almost a predatory type loan. Yeah. Realistically, like I'll just be honest with you, I'm about as straight shooter as it comes on these types of calls. That's why I wanted to ask you, how much do you want for the property? Because I want to understand if it's a number I can give to you. I really like for these calls for me to say, how much do you want? And you give it to me, and then I say yes, because then it's a match made in heaven, right?
Right.
So I guess my question to you, this is the most important question I have for you. If I told you I'll give you $185,000 for the house in 30 days, would you say yes to that?
Well, my son is here, and he's the one I run these things by because, obviously it affects him. Eric, come here. And If he told me he could give me $185,000 within the next 30 days,
That, how much do you owe on the mortgage?
147.
That would be $47,000.
Huh?
That would give you $40,000. Not $40,000. 38.
Not much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I figured the selling might work out better because, you know, it's just not.
It's not really big enough nest egg.
Huh?
Not big enough nest egg for you to do anything with.
Yeah, it's not really a big enough nest egg. And it's been refinanced a few times.
Right.
You know, so, and at this point, I think it probably would be in our best interest just to get rid of the house and either get an apartment or a condo or something and go from there. I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of boxing in the dark here.
Gotcha.
So,
I feel like I'm going to be pretty close to that 185. I mean, I feel like I could probably do that based off the information that you've provided me and what I could see in the area. But again, this is only if it works for you, right? That's what I need to know. How much do you need? Like, is that enough? If I were to say that, I just want to make sure you're not sure if you would say yes to that, correct?
no, I'm not. I mean, I would. My son was just saying it's not very much money after the mortgage is paid. You know, it's like $40,000, which is really not much money.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, I don't know if there's going to be much more that I could do there just based off of what I'm seeing. That's pretty much where I would need to be. I mean, the flip side of that is, I mean, I hear where you're coming from, but it does alleviate the pressure of the mortgage. You don't have to worry about, you know, removing the garage and the shed and some of those other items. I mean, it does get to a point where sometimes it's like if the property hasn't really been remodeled and fixed up and things like that, I mean, it starts losing value because it eventually gets to a point where someone like me has to be the buyer. And then what we look at is, well, if we're going to come in, we're going to take care of the shed and the garage, and then we're going to remodel the entire property to try to capture equity, right? To make profit. And 185 is kind of right where we would want to be.
Right. So that's basically where I'm at now. Where can I, or how can I get the money to do the things I need to do? Like I said, I don't have a big issue with selling a house. Because the easier it is, the better it is. But
well, what's the dollar amount you need to walk away with? Because you said 40,000 is not enough, but I mean that 185 number was your number. I mean, how much are you needing? What is the dollar amount that like would make you go, wow, this is awesome?
I don't think I even have that amount. I mean, it's got to be enough that we can afford a big enough apartment for my son and myself. And apartments are not cheap. Condos are not cheap. You know, we're in the Northeast, and you know, it's not easy here either. But you know, the house is not in the best of shape. It could be worse. But you know, the 185, it's just probably cutting it a little too close. Like, what would I do once once the mortgage is sold, once the house is sold, now I have $47,000 or $40,000 left that I have to figure out how to get us a place to live. Right?
Right. And again, the main reason why you want to sell this though is just because like they're kind of pressuring you on the apartment in the shed and tearing that down, and you don't have the money to pay for that, right?
Right, because in order for me to get an FHA mortgage, which is what they were trying to get me, the FHA wants the garage either dismantled or fixed.
Hold on. So you can
meaning
hold on one second. You can get approved for an FHA loan.
I'm sorry?
You can get approved for an FHA loan.
Well, they told me I could. I'm not sure that I can. I mean, it never came true.
Well, if you sell this property and you have $40,000, that's more than enough to go buy another house. Because an FHA loan, your down payment is probably going to be like somewhere in the 3 to 5% range. You could go buy a whole new property that doesn't even need any repairs.
So I don't quite understand what you're saying.
Instead of refinancing this house that is physically distressed, it needs work done to it and stuff like that, you could sell this, take your equity, that 40,000 that you get from this, and use that to cover your closing costs and your down payment on a new property, and you would still have cash in your pocket. Because you can obviously afford your mortgage, right? I mean, you're not struggling making the mortgage payment every month.
Well, the past couple of months I have been, but that's me. That's because I've been not keeping up my end of the bargain.
But if you were able to find a new place to purchase for a similar payment, but it didn't need any work done to it, I mean, that could be really, that would be the ideal situation for you, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know, as long as it was big enough for both my son and myself. And
well, I mean, y'all are living in 800 square feet right now. I mean, how many square feet do you need?
Yeah, well, we're probably not going to live in much less than that now.
Right.
You know, but yeah, we are only living in, and I've been here for 40 years. It's not like I just fell by this house. You know, I've been here for 40, I want to say like 45 years. So, you know, it's not like we bought it. It was not in the best of shape when we bought it, but it was in a little bit better shape than it is now. Unfortunately, my husband was not one of did not really try to keep up with the house and the repairs and stuff, you know. So, you know, the things that should have been getting done just weren't getting done. And I can't just blame it all on him, but he was never one to do Mr. Handyman.
Gotcha.
He grew up in the city, in apartments in the city, you know, where the landlord did everything. So, you know, I grew up in the suburban, in the same town that I'm in now, you know, where my parents had a home. And, you know, they actually ended up having, they bought, let me think, they separated out the yard and they put a modular on one piece, and then they sold it and they moved down to the shore and they put another modular down there.
I mean, would you be open to living in a mobile home?
No, not a mobile home, a modular, but not a mobile home.
Yeah, like a manufactured home.
Well, if it's a manufactured home, that's one thing. I just don't like the idea of like a trailer house, they used to sell the trailer homes. They're very hot. My mother-in-law used to live in one, and they can be very, very uncomfortable in the winter and in the summer. She had a nice little one. It wasn't big, but it was hard to keep cool in the winter and hard to keep warm in the winter.
Right. Yeah, because I'm looking. There's just down in Wayne Township.
Mm-hmm.
There's manufactured homes for sale for 136, 135, 89,000, and 80,000. And the 135 and 136, they look nice. They got like new floors, new kitchens. It looks nice. Stainless steel appliances. Nice big bathrooms. It's a 2-bed, 2-bath, probably more square footage than you have now. So my thing is like, if you sold me the house and you got 40,000, you could put 40,000 down on this. You would only owe 95,000, and your payment would probably be way less. You would owe less, and you would have a property that is nicer, that doesn't need any work.
Okay, that sounds good.
It's just it's something to think about, and you're not even having to move that far. I don't know how many miles that is, but looking on the map, it feels like that's probably like 5 miles away.
In Cadillacs and limousines.
This is a less than a 5-minute drive from your house now.
Yeah, it's very close. I can walk it, or I used to be able to walk it. But it's the houses in Wayne are very expensive, and the taxes are very high.
Yeah, I'm looking at this one right now. It's for sale for 135, and looks like the property taxes on it would be. Give me 2 seconds. Let me find it.
I'm sorry?
I said, give me 2 seconds. It says tax history is unavailable, so I'm trying to figure it out. But I think your monthly payment would be less. I believe. That being said, this is just an idea. It's something for you to think about. Maybe you should talk it over with your son and see if that's something. But I think if you need to sell your house, then I would be pretty comfortable coming in at 185. If you wanted to, for us to try to help you across the board, where it's, hey, we purchase your property, but we also help you find another place, help you get a good lender and all of that. Those are all things that we can help you with. That we are real estate experts. This is what we do for a living. And so we have to equip ourselves to be able to handle all situations. So this is definitely something that we could help you with if you wanted. But also, I don't want to pressure you into anything, because I don't believe in that.
Okay, let me take you're calling from Titanium? Is that what you said?
Yeah, my company is called Titanium Investments.
Oh, okay. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to turn the page in my phone. So I could get this down, because I know it's gone once I close this. Titanium Investments. Investments. And you can help me.
Obviously the number one way I can help you is by buying the property.
With $185,000.
Correct.
Okay, and then what does that entail? That entails walking away from the house and only taking what we absolutely need with us.
I don't know how much stuff you got in your house. I would hope you would take the majority of it.
Okay.
I don't want the house to be left, full of furniture and trash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hopefully you take Majority. If you leave a little bit of stuff, it's okay. But
Okay. Yeah, because it does say, I don't see it in yours, but I know I've seen it before. It says, you don't have to worry about cleaning it or anything like that because they're basically going to knock it down. Is what
we don't plan on knocking your house down. So I plan on no, we wouldn't knock it down. No. But I mean, again, all this stuff pretty much, if you just tell me what it is that you need, we can come up with a solution. So if that's something that you need, then we can figure that out.
Let me see if I can get it in here. Eric, come here, please. What? Can you get off the phone for a few minutes and talk to me about this?
Okay, let me play back in a few minutes.
Okay. This gentleman is an investor from Texas.
Okay.
He sees the 185. That's what I got, the 185.
Okay.
Okay. Which actually only leaves us with $40,000.
As I said, it's not enough.
Not enough, right?
Once you pay for $40,000, you're going to get another apartment. You're going to need 1 month's rent, at least 1 month's rent, 1 month's security. Boom, right there. Then you're going to need to pay somebody to move us out of this house. That's another couple $1,000 too. Then you're going to have to pay off to get electric started in the new apartment, you're going to have to pay off your electric bill that you owe almost. So you're going to have to pay that off. However much that is. Gas bill, same thing. If you owe money on that, you're going to have to pay that off before we can start gas at the new place. So all that adds up to leave you with nothing.
Okay. Now, what he's telling me is he sees these houses in Wayne that are, they're prefabs?
They're manufactured homes. You can look it up. It's on Zillow. There's one on 27 Trevello Drive. That one's a cool looking one. You guys can look that one up and see. The other one, actually, there's a nicer one. The nicer one is 4 2nd Street in Wayne Township. That one's remodeled. It looks nice for $135,500.
I understand what you mean. What about the freeze up? I don't get it.
Well, he said he sees, because he's looking, I guess, on Google Earth or something.
Yes.
On Zillow.
Huh? We look on Zillow.
Oh, Zillow. Okay. And he's seeing these manufactured homes. Okay. And then, he said some of them are really nice looking.
Okay, I don't understand what that has to do with us.
Well, what I'm saying is if you guys are getting $40,000 for this house to walk away, and she already had an FHA, if she can get approved for an FHA loan or any type of lending, she could go put some of that $40,000 down on this property, and your payment's going to be less. And you're going to have a property that doesn't need any work. It's already remodeled, and it alleviates you from the position that you're in right now, which is, you're having issues with the garage and the shed needing to be torn down. You're walking into a new place with a lower payment that's in great condition and remodeled. And you wouldn't have to use all $40,000.
I'm sorry.
Wayne is a lot of floodplain areas. Are you sure these are not floodplain?
Are you sure these are not in floodplain areas?
Wayne is a lot of floodplain areas.
Because there's a lot of floodplain areas in Wayne.
Oh, I have no idea. I mean, this is just an example of what I saw. I mean, it wouldn't have to be these properties. I mean, it could be, I just looked these up for sale, and I see 135.5 for 4 2nd Street. I mean, again, what I'm saying to you is I think there's options out there. Sounds to me like you guys need to talk about this before you make any decisions. And if you guys said, yes, we absolutely want to do this, then we could come out, we can meet with you, we could do a consultation and figure out all the areas that you guys would be okay. And we could go around and show you properties, make sure you get pre-approved for the loan and all that. This isn't like you have to make a decision right now on the phone. In fact, there's no way in the world that I would expect you guys to make this decision on the phone right now. I want you guys to know that there are options available for you where you could sell this property and you could walk into a new property with probably paying less and have a nicer property.
Okay. Question. Like say we decide we want to do this. Now, do we, I'm trying to form the question. What did we say? Say we get okay. Say we do this. Now, say we decide to sell the house. Now, how we don't get okay from loan?
Well, then we wouldn't force you to sell the house. We want to be a solution for you. So we would make sure that you get approved for a loan. We would make sure that you find a house, and then we would do like a simultaneous closing where you sell the house and you buy your new house at the same time. This is very common. I mean, again, like I was telling your mom, I mean, this is what we do for a living. So we're professionals when it comes to this. We would figure out how to make it work for you guys where it doesn't put you on a bad spot. And all of that would be written up in, it's basically called a contingency contract, is how we would do it. So it would protect you guys where you wouldn't be forced to sell the house unless you found a new one.
Are we looking just in Wayne, or are we talking about like other towns too? I mean, just.
Well, I mean, Wayne is not actually the place we would prefer to live.
It's cheap. It's expensive. The taxes are more expensive in Wayne.
Yeah, the taxes, of course, are more here,
More expensive in Wayne than here.
in Wayne than they are here.
Yeah, again, we would be able to figure that out. We would come, our realtor would come sit down with you and decide, hey, you guys pick all of the areas that you want to live, and then from there give you like an idea of, okay, these are the properties that are available for how much you're approved for your loan. First step would be get approved for a loan. Then you know how much you can afford and how much how much of a house you can buy. And then you do look at the areas and you see, okay, what houses are available for that price in those areas. And then when you see like, hey, I like the way this one looks, then you could go look at it. So there's so many different options. I mean, I'm just looking around. I mean, I see those manufactured homes. I also see some condos, some townhomes.
We want like a prefab or a single family home.
We would prefer a single-family home, a prefab,
Single family. It doesn't have to be a prefab, but it's just a single family home. Pretty
a
much.
single-family home, yeah. My parents had two of them, and they were both nice.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you can talk about it. Yeah, definitely. It doesn't seem like an issue to me as long as we're not tied down to anything.
Yeah, no, as long as we're not tied down, and you have someone come here.
Yeah, I don't even want to send you anything to sign today or anything like that. I really just want to know, hey, you guys are open to this. Then if that's the case, I can talk to my team about when are they available to come out and meet with you guys. We can call and schedule an appointment with y'all and sit down with both of you, kind of explain the options, show it to you. They'll probably have some information to show you, and like leave with you. So you can kind of review it. And then at that point in time, when you say, all right, let's move forward, then it would be, let's get the loan approved. Then you find the property that you want to move into. And then we would sign a contract to purchase your property.
Okay.
Does he know about your credit?
Now, I don't know, you didn't ask me, but I do not have a very good credit rating. Actually, it's pretty bad.
Okay. Is that what kept you from getting the FHA loan?
No, the FHA loan was because the garage is falling down.
Okay. So that's something that basically I'm not even going to try to attempt to answer that because I'm not a mortgage loan officer. In this case, I would just be your buyer. So there would be three parties involved. There would be a mortgage loan officer, a realtor, and then me, the buyer on the property. And so the mortgage loan officer would be the person that would ask you the questions about, what's your credit score, and then kind of explain what are your options, and then like lead you down the path of what we need to do. Okay. So I think that's what we need to do is schedule that meeting where you can at least talk to the mortgage loan officer and see, okay, what could we get you approved for and what type of loan would it look like? And then, because that's the most important thing. We want to make sure that you guys could get another place because that's the most important thing. I mean, what's the point in selling this property if you can't get a better property and potentially paying less monthly? So why don't I do this? Why don't I reach out to my team? I've got your information and have them give you a call, specifically the mortgage loan officer, and have them call you. And that way you guys, I'll tell them RJ send them, and then that way they can try to help resolve this for you guys and kind of give you your options. Does that sound good?
That sounds perfect. Yes.
All right.
That's fine. He's here all the time, so.
Gotcha. Well, Diane, I appreciate the opportunity. I appreciate you being open-minded to some of my solutions there. And like I said, I'll pass this on to my team, and I'll probably have them call you here shortly. Okay.
Very good. Thank you so much. I appreciate your help.
Thank you, Diane. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
All right. Yeah, Michael, I'll be honest with you, man. That's part of the thing that frustrates me the most about the wholesale regulations that come down because they think we take advantage of people. But the people that do this business the right way, we don't take advantage of the people. We try to be solutions oriented and also align ourselves with mortgage loan officers and realtors and title companies that can help solve problems. Hopefully, we'll be able to get that one resolved. It'll probably be a lengthy process, and there's a strong possibility that never leads to us making any money. And I'm completely okay with that because I know the more that we do those types of actions right there, we get blessed for that. AJ, bro, I mean, I think it was you, bro. It was you. No, you can come back in. That's a good call, though, right?
That was. A lot of good notes.
All right. That was a property lead, by the way. That was the first property leads that I had called. That was great. Loved that one.
The person you are trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet.
Hello, this is Todd. I can't come to the phone right now. If you'll leave your name, number, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.
Hey, Charles, this is RJ Bates. I was calling about your property there on East Cedar Creek. You had entered this on my website saying that you were interested in selling that property. If you could, give me a call back at 817-915-6860. Thank you. I have no idea why I just gave my cell phone. That was crazy. Just flowed right out of my mouth, bro.
You notice halfway.
Yeah.
You can't stop.
No, you can't stop. You don't want to say it like, don't call that one. Okay.
Hello?
Hey, is Eduardo there?
Hi, this is Eduardo speaking.
Hey, Eduardo, this is RJ Bates. I was calling about your property there on Overseas Highway. You had entered this on my website saying that you were interested in selling that property. Is that correct?
Yes.
Awesome. How much were you looking to get for it?
Well, we got it listed. My wife is a realtor, so she already put it in the MLS. But I'm reaching out people like you know, who announce themselves in the Facebook. We got it listed for $6,245,000.
Woo!
Oh.
Buddy. Hey,
It's got its own private beach. It's got a huge swimming. It's the best house on the block.
I'd hope so, man. You got our own private beach? You got a golf course?
Pretty much.
All right, let's see here.
Private pool, huge pool on the beach.
What's the city? I got Overseas Highway. Is it Layton?
Yeah, it's not Lake, but it's 2 miles off Lake. It's Long Heat, unincorporated. But it's just right next to it. Long marker 66, 65890. Overseas Highway. You got to put the zip code 33001.
Wait, what's the numbers again? Because I had 58901.
Comes always with the wrong zip code. Comes Marathon. Number 1 is not Marathon. It's Long Heat. That's the first thing you got to change. And the other thing you got to change is the zip code. The zip code is 33001.
Okay, but it's 58901 Overseas Highway, right?
No, it's 65890. 65890. 65890 Overseas Highway.
Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, 6.245. Let's see this bad boy. Why are you selling it? This thing looks amazing.
This is one of a property. It's only an hour from Miami International Airport in downtown. An hour and a half from me. An hour from Key West, the other way. 15 minutes from Mirada, or 15 minutes from Marathon. And it's right next to Layton. Layton has a couple things too, though. But it's got its own private beach. We're right next to the Long Beach State Park. We just put brand new hurricane windows and doors all over the house on all 3 floors. Got a new roof, 3 years old, new air conditioning. The first floor is habitable. Contrary to 90 or 95% of the houses here in the Keys, that all are inhabitable at the first floor. They're on stilts. But my property is elevated, so it's not on stilts. The first floor can have central AC and everything.
Gotcha. So, I mean, just being fully transparent with you, I mean, I'm an investor, so normally I look for something that I gotta be able to make money with it. You know what I'm saying? How would I make money with this?
Oh, you got to sell it for what people are selling properties like mine around here. They're selling properties for $7-8 million. Half the size of my property, just because they're in the cities. Most, if not all.
Yeah, but I mean, man,
You could sell it for $7-8 million.
yeah, but if I pay you 6, and then I mean, I got to do something to sell it for 7, right?
Yeah, you got to put about $100,000.
100,000.
Yeah, because I already did. I already put new windows and doors. I already patched it, painted, spalding, and primer the whole house last month. Got a new roof. Got 3 new air conditioning. Got a new kitchen, not new, but 10 years old.
And the floors are all granite, not even marble. They're all granite floors and the stairs. The only thing it needs is the elevator to be fixed.
Elevator. You got an elevator?
Yeah.
Yeah, elevator. Oh my goodness.
It's got 3 different apartments. It's one single family house, but it's got 3 different apartments. The 3rd floor was where I live, with my room or my whatever. Got 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. And the main floor, the 2nd floor, got 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms in the kitchen and the living room. And then the 1st floor has a big party room and two separate rooms, and one of them is like an apartment that has its own entrance. So really, if you were to Airbnb, you could Airbnb 3 different parts of the house with separate entrances, apartments, and kitchen.
Yeah.
Even though it's a single family house, they have 1 kitchen, but you put fridge in, whatever, make a little kitchen if you had to. Just a short-term rental.
So how many investors you talked to? You talked to a lot?
Quite a few. I'm just going in. My wife listed it in the MLS, right?
Right.
She's a realtor. But that's just waiting for people to call. But I'm aggressively hustling.
I see that. What's the aggressive price?
Around $6 million. I've already got an offer. I've got it pending. And it says it in the MLS.
What?
Contract with somebody, and but I specifically put in the contract that I, as a seller, can cancel the contract anytime for any reason. Meaning that I'm looking for other investors that pay me closer to what it's listed.
I see. All right, man. Well, I appreciate your time. I am gonna have to let you go.
All right, think about it.
Fucking think about it.
Fucking
Fucking
told you very last second.
I'm under contract with somebody. What the fuck are we doing, bro? Golly, man. Not even. It was a waste of time, anyways. I just wanted to at least get something out of it, but I mean, I can't even get a TikTok out of that. It's a good TikTok, Luis. Come on, this is a good one. I threw the pin. The pin was good. Pin looked good on camera too. I think. Yeah, I think we should timestamp that one. That one was good. I can't believe that. Imagine just being like that, man.
Trying to get the most amount of money.
You know what that was like? That was like you're a single guy and you're at the bar and you're talking to a girl and you think you're going somewhere, and then she's like, "Oh, my boyfriend's gonna be here in a second." You're like, what?
Yeah,
Bro,
that's a good example.
you thought we were talking because of the conversation? No, what are we doing right now? Goodbye.
You went that so quick, too.
Yeah, no, dude, that made me mad.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're
And on top of that, he said, I signed a contract saying that I can cancel at any time. I don't think that I'm the right person to be talking to right now. Goodbye.
please leave your message for Please leave your message for 41970.
Fidel Santibanez.
Come on. This leads in South Bend. Yep. I'm going to tell them how Notre Dame beat me in the Big Ten championship in NCAA last night.
You said that.
Don't play the moments in your dynasties in NCAA. The game will screw you. It's up 28-14. Next moment, I'm down 42-28 with 2 minutes to go. Oh, yeah. 28 points scored. There was no moments, huh? Okay, EA. Appreciate you.
Your call has been forwarded.
Man, we were on a run there, and then you came in. No baseball. All right. Come on. Yep. Here we go. Tucson, Arizona, baby. Sniped one on speed to lead. It was EA Sports' fault. I played the moments, which means it's supposed to allow you to play key moments. So apparently there was no third downs, no red zone trips, just 28 points scored with none of that happening, huh? Not believable.
Were you undefeated?
I was undefeated.
Yeah, wait.
I didn't quit because I was trying. Hey, is Allison there?
Yes, this is she.
Hey, Allison, this is RJ Bates. I was calling about your property there on South Park Avenue. You had entered this on my website saying that you were looking to sell. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
Awesome. How much you want for it?
At the lowest, 320,000. That's the lowest.
All right. Well, tell me a little bit about what you got going on there.
It is set up as a duplex, but I've been using it as living quarters and nail salon, beauty salon, and a makeup lounge for my daughters. It's a nice large kitchen up in the living side, and the other side is I just have a lot of hair dryers and salon chairs, and it's okay. Nice size floor. It has a patio and what they call it, the Arizona one. It's kind of it's a patio, yeah. And that's basically it.
All right. How'd you come up with the price of $320?
All the work that was put into it, and to pay off the mortgage, and to have enough money for me to find a place to rent when I sell this property. I can't no longer afford the mortgage.
I see. How much do you owe on it?
Around $255, and back payment. I've been behind.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's see. Let's see what we can do here. Does it need any work done to it, or is it good to go?
It's up to par. I haven't run it since I've been in it. I haven't run into any known issues. I don't know if any known issues.
So, is it technically a single family, or is it a duplex?
It is a duplex. Right now I have it set up with it's a sheet wall that's a sheet wall that's separating the two sides. I just didn't want access. The children have access to the other side. So it is a duplex, yeah.
Okay. Let's see here, and it's just south of 1,800 square feet.
It is, yes, sir. 1775, I do believe.
Did you just buy this like a year ago?
I did, yes. I lost my job. So it's been kind of hard. I lost my job.
I'm sorry. What what were you doing? What kind of job?
I was working in the IT department, and I was like,
I'm sorry to hear that. It's one of the unfortunate parts of what I have chosen to do in my life is a lot of times when I have to place these phone calls, I have to hear about really not fun situations for people.
yes, right, exactly, yes.
I will say it makes me extremely grateful for some of the good things that does happen. And I will also say that even though it might not feel like it right now, you're going to come out on the other side of this no matter what. So,
Yeah, I'm keeping my head up. I am.
yeah.
Yes, I have no choice.
Yeah, I've been an entrepreneur for 14 years now, and I promise you there have been times where I thought there was no way in the world I was going to survive. And then the next thing you know, it was like, man, we made it.
Wow.
We made it, you know? So,
yeah.
all right. Does the property look like it looked when you bought it? Have you done any work to it, or does it look pretty much the same?
Yeah, some work has been done. I had to put paint. I had to put some carpet in the back rooms. I had to get some of the windows replaced. The roof has been coated. And what other things did I do? Oh, I don't think I did anything else. Yeah, that's basically it.
So you say right now you owe $255 on the mortgage?
Yes, I do.
What's your interest rate on that? Is it good or is it bad?
Oh, what do you consider bad? I think it's around 6 or 7. I know it's no more than 7. It can't be no more than 7.
That ain't great, but I get it. You got it a year ago, so that wasn't on you. That's just where we were.
Yes, sir.
So, all right. I'm trying to see what I can do here. I'm trying to see if there's something creatively I can do. So you've got this duplex right around the corner from you on East 36th. It's 18. Yeah, it so it's for sale for $435, but like you said, it's brand new. You got a house around core for $250. Let me see. So I'm trying to just see what could I. Man, there ain't a lot. If I were to convert this back into a duplex, what do you think it could rent for per side?
It came between 1,200 to 1,600. There are some apartments with combined extra bridges, and there is what? And I know they're a little bit more than 1,400 a month.
Yeah, I see that. Okay, so how much is your monthly payment?
1,800. So if I'm looking at those apartments, yeah.
So your monthly payment is $1,800. There's a possibility that I could be paying $1,800 a month, and I could rent it out for say like $2,800 a month.
That's true. Yes, sir.
Maybe. I don't know. Some of these 1,400, they look nice. How remodeled are your units? I mean,
No, they're not remodeled
they're not?
at all. No. See, I don't like the modern look,
Yeah.
so I did not. I like everything that the house, I like everything about it. Yes, even the backyard is nice. It has a nice backyard with storage, and I like that. So I'm like, oh, I gotta give all of this up. Yes.
Mm. It does have a big backyard.
How do you know it has a big? Are you looking at the layout? You're not floor plan. You're not looking at those pictures, right?
I'm on Google. I'm on Google Street View.
Okay. Yeah, the backyard.
Man.
I can't afford it. Oh. Yeah.
So, the issue that I'm running into from an investor standpoint is that cash price. I don't think this works on any level.
Okay.
If I were to make you any sort of an offer, it would have to be creatively where we purchase the property subject to the existing mortgage, which is it essentially means the property goes in my name, the mortgage stays in your name, I make those payments, and there's a protection clause in the contract that protects you if I don't make payments. That being said, you need money to walk away. You want it to be like $70,000 or $65,000 In order to do that, I don't think that I would be anywhere close to $65,000. I think it would have to be a much lower amount of cash given to you, a substantially lower amount. So I don't know if I really don't know that you're going to be able to get that 320, even if you were to list it on the open market. Just being honest with you.
Yes, sir. I'm with you.
So I don't know if like you have to get that $65,000 or if you're open to accepting less. But I think the only way that that anything would work with me would be a substantially less amount of cash to close, and then a potential allowing us to purchase the property sub to, which basically means we just take over that mortgage. I know that's not what you wanted to hear. Let me ask you this: what's your ideal scenario here? Like, how do you walk away from this property? What are you going to go do? You going to go buy another place? Are you going to rent? What are you trying to accomplish?
I am going to rent. That's the best thing right now. To rent a property, so I won't have to work on it. I don't have to, just rent. I'll be fine. Like the 1,400, I'll keep looking around because I would like to stay in the area, in the 85793 area, because the kids' school is Holiday is right there. It's just a 4-minute walk, so that's great.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm a rent. Rent.
I mean, when I kind of explained the buying the property subject to the existing mortgage, what was your initial knee-jerk reaction to that?
Well, I was just listening to what's possible. I was just taking it in. And I'm just seeing what I have to work with at the moment.
Right.
I can't say no to anything. Can't say no to anything when, I mean, on your shoe. Okay, I'm not going to say that, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
So basically what that would entail is we would kind of be in a long-term relationship because the mortgage is going to be in your name, but the property is in my name until I either sell it or refinance it.
Mm-hmm.
So it is kind of a long-term decision, Some people don't care. I mean, like I've got a guy here in Fort Worth, Texas that sold me a property sub 2. And he said, I'm never buying another house. So I don't care. And the only time we've ever heard from him over the past 7 years was when he wanted to go find a new rental property. He would just call us up and we would help him find a new rental property. He doesn't even ask about the house because we've just been making the payments for every single month for 7 years, and it's actually helped his credit a lot. Other people, they're like, hell no, I don't want to know you for longer. They're like, I want to get out from this, Now, that being said, I mean, you never know what's going to happen with the economy. So we could be 3 years from now, this property could be worth $100,000 more than what it's worth today. And I might go, I want to get that $100,000,
It will be.
Right.
It will be worth $100,000 more. I know it.
So
it's in a great area. Mm-hmm.
So we might go, well, we want to sell it so we can get our money. And then you're paid off. And then, all right, you're all good. It looks like you paid on the mortgage for another 3 years and it got paid off. There's just all kinds of different scenarios on how that can play out. Now, as far as you getting money, you get that money when we close. It'd be, a couple of weeks from now. I'm thinking that would be closer to like $20,000, just being honest with you.
Okay. Yeah. 20,000, I don't know.
I'm pretty certain that's about as good as I could do on something like this. So I know I'm kind of being a bearer of bad news. There's a lot of investors in Arizona, so there might be someone else that comes along and they see something that I don't see, and maybe they'd be willing to give you more money. But that's probably where I'm going to need to be.
Okay, I understand. I am not mad at you. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me and give me ideas and options. I am grateful. I am.
Good. Well, I hope you come out of this for the better, Allison. I will also tell you, just because where you're located, look up Pace Morby.
Say it again for me, please.
His name's Pace Morby.
Pace Morby.
Yep, he's a big sub 2 guy. He's based out of Phoenix, Arizona. He might be interested in buying this.
Okay, I will do that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right, Allison. Bye-bye.
Have a good day. Bye.
That was about as good as I could do with that. That was numbers were way off. And today's been rough. Just this is all Aaron's fault.
Please leave your message for
Correct, Michael.
your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 3-1.
Glenn, basically she said I can't say no. I don't know why you can't ever hear, bro. Everyone else can hear the sellers. I think you need to check your ears, man. You might be getting to the point. Old age might be kicking in. You might be losing your hearing a little bit. What she said was she can't say no to anything because she can't afford the house anymore. But the 20,000, that was what she could say no to. She wanted 65. I told her, it's going to be significantly less. She was kind of open to the idea of sub 2. I could barely hear her. I'm just being funny. She was very soft spoken and just also sounded like she was far away from the phone. But she just could not walk away with only 20,000. She needs more money. So unfortunately, she is getting to the point where she can't really be picky. That was a duplex in Tucson, but she converted it to like a single family. But she said it was some kind of wall.
Fidel Santimani.
Yeah, answer the phone. Interest rate was 7% is what she said. $1,800 a month payments. Really nice remodeled units are going for $1,400 a month. So you get $2,800, but it would be a significant amount of rehab.
Hello, you have reached 810-2.
Trying to get me booted, giving phone numbers away. Huh? No, we do 3 a day. I've done 2 so far. Tori, I am alternating between SBA, speed to lead, and property leads. That last one was speed to lead.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. At the tone, please record your message. Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message. Your call has been forwarded.
Tori, we have not gotten that one dispoed yet. Our buyer is out of town, and he's a great buyer for us. He is very interested. He's going to go out, I think, on Monday to look at it. He's already looked at it and said, yeah, I'm highly interested. So I don't even think we're going to put that on investor lift or anything like that. Yeah, we got a killer one in Detroit right after that, too.
Please leave your message for...
No, you just entered it on the website. Answer the phone. Darla.
Please leave your message.
I hate that, bro. Oh, I hate that so bad. Answer the phone. You just entered it. Yeah, bro. Fully rehab. It reeks. It reeks of something is not right. Chris, it was always to get the deal. Not the deal, you got nothing.
You've reached my voicemail. Please leave your name, number, and a brief message, and I'll get back to you shortly.
Brother.
She entered that 1 minute ago.
It's like 3 in a row, huh? You think if I step out and go to the bathroom?
I guarantee you, if you leave this room, I am closing a deal.
Wow.
Watch. The moment you walk out of here, it's just over.
All right. We'll test that out.
It's going to happen. You out? Get out of here.
Coming right back. No one answers.
All right. It's probably going to be a great call. You're going to walk in. The moment you walk in, seller's going to turn.
Actually, you're a good owner, son.
Yep.
Hello, this is Doug. I'm sorry, I am unable to answer. Hello, this is Doug. I'm sorry.
Cool, Doug. Appreciate you.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying.
This has got some 50-50-50 vibes going on right now. It's like I've hit the part of the day where no one's answering the phone. This is the one. Boom. Let's go, Brandy. Calling it. This is the one. Hey, is Brandy there? Hey, Brandy, this is RJ Bates calling about your property there on Wall Street. How you doing?
Fine, how are you doing?
Good. Saw this just come through. Looks like you're wanting to sell that property. Is that correct?
Correct.
Awesome. How much were you looking to get for that?
Hold on 1 second. Hello?
Yes.
Yes, okay, sorry about that.
No worries. All right. So how much were you looking to get for this property?
Like 45.
45. All right. And I see on here you said it needs a lot of work. How much are we thinking about?
If it was mine, I'd tear it down and start over.
Woo. All right. What is yours?
Huh?
You said if it was mine.
If I were stable, I would get that whole thing.
Gut it or tear it down?
Probably tear it down. No, it has to be torn down because it has a cracked foundation.
Is it slab or is it pier and beam?
Is it what?
Is it slab or pier and beam?
Oh, what's the difference?
When you walk on it, does it sound hollow underneath or does it sound like a piece of concrete?
It has a basement.
Okay. Well, what about down in the basement? I mean, is it cracked down there?
No, I see it it's on the outside of the house.
I got you. Okay. So you said 45. How'd you come up with 45?
Well, because I've been getting things of like, and looking at what the houses have been selling that's in that block in that neighborhood too, like right next door and everything. And then I got a appraisal, but I don't know. That's how I end up coming to kind of in between that.
You mean you like paid for an appraisal or the tax appraiser?
No, my sister paid for one.
Gotcha. What'd that come back at?
She wouldn't tell me, but I kind of know because it came back at 70.
All right. Well, I like that. That sounds good. All right. But I got you.
Then there's another thing.
Okay.
Okay, that house was left. Well, that house was my grandparents first. Then my dad. My dad passed away. He only has me and my sister. My sister doesn't want anything to do with the house. So I believe I'm gonna have to go to probate court.
So your dad passed away. He left it to you and your sister?
Well, because he had a house on the west side as well. And when that house sold, me and my sister were the next of kin, so that's how that went. Because there's nobody else.
Okay. So yeah, it wasn't passed down to you through a will. So yeah, it would have to be probated. Yeah.
Correct. So I'm gonna have to go. Actually, tomorrow I was gonna go down there with tomorrow's Friday to court and see what all I need to do. Do you know anything about it or like how that works?
I do. I'm actually going through the process myself. It can be painless and it can also be extremely painful. Yeah, it can also be expensive. Now, if everybody is on the same page and there's no arguing over who gets what, then it won't be that big of a deal. It could be pretty painless. Especially if it's just you and your sister. No ex-wives or wives or anything like that.
Well, he has an ex-wife, but she got what she wants. She got some savings, so she's okay. She doesn't want anything. She knows who, you know what I'm saying? She's
Right.
not like that.
Okay. Then it can be pretty painless. I mean, it could take a couple of weeks and then we could get the deal done. I mean, it's something that we deal with quite frequently. Normally the issue is when it's like, there's 6 different heirs or something like that. Then, 3 people don't want to sell and 2 people do. That's when it becomes real big issues. All right. Now, as far as the price goes, I mean, I don't think I'm going to be able to do 40. I do think that's a bit much for me.
Yes. Okay, so what would you do?
Let's see. I mean, can it be occupied right now? Like, is it livable?
It could be. Yeah. We lived in remodel houses my whole life. My daddy built our house out there on the west side. So, yeah, if you want to live in construction. Like, I lived there, but it has too many memories and it's too much work. I'm a single mom, and I just moved out of the house. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you were living there?
Yes, sir. I was living there.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's livable. I mean, yeah, okay. Look around here real quick. There we go. All right. I know you said you want 40, but like, what's the number that you need? I mean, you got a number where you're like, because if I tell you a number, I don't want you to be like, man, that's some baloney. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what's the number that you need to walk away from this?
I haven't really thought of it like that. I don't know. What's the number you have?
20. You see, this is why I didn't want to tell you.
Well, I'll tell you something. You said you know exactly how to do this probate, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can walk you through the process for sure.
Okay, look, if you help me get through there and everything, I just have to get rid of that house. I don't care. I just don't want to be going, you know. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's worth something else.
So the way that this would work is I send you a contract, you sign the contract, we send it to the title company. Title company is going to come back and they're going to say, this property needs to go through probate, or they're going to say this is what needs to happen for this property to be sold. At that point in time, whatever they tell us they need to do to be able to ensure the closing, we're going to listen to them and we're going to go through the process, whatever that looks like, whether it's, it needs to go through probate. They'll probably have people that they can refer to us to go through probate. Whatever that looks like, that's how the process, however long it takes. I mean, hopefully it takes 30, 40 days. It could take longer. It could take less. I don't know that. But that's pretty much what the process would look like. But that would be the first step, is for us to send the title company a signed contract between my company and you.
Okay. So, 20, you're going to help me? You're going to pay the closing?
Yes, ma'am. The only thing that I will not pay for will be the actual probate process.
Okay, wait. Do I have to pay that up front, don't I?
I don't know. Sometimes no, sometimes yes. We won't know until they tell us, because sometimes they'll just say we don't need to go through probate. We just need these documents signed and we can close it. We won't know until when we get a title commitment back.
Yeah, to see my dad's house, we didn't have to do all that.
Right. Right. And this might be the exact same situation. So that's what I'm saying.
I do know I have to go to probate because somebody tried to buy it like one other time. And then that's when, me and my sister kind of,
Right.
and I moved out, but that's just been a long time.
Who told you that it needed to go to probate? The title company?
Yeah. That's what that guy was telling me. I don't know. I didn't go through with it. You know, I just left it alone, but I need to get rid of it.
Let's go through it. Let's ride the wave. Let's see what happens. You know, I mean, we open up title, and then if the title says we got to go through probate, we say, which attorneys do you recommend for us to use for this probate case? It's pretty simple. And then we find out maybe there's a way that the attorney would be willing to take the proceeds from the closing, especially if it's going to be cut and dry and there's already a contract in place.
See, the first time in my life I represented myself.
Say that again.
I would, but yeah, that'll work.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write up a contract. I've got your email as first name, last name 3@gmail.com. Is that correct?
And then this is another phone number. Like, but I'm gonna give you my real phone.
All right. What's your real phone number? All right. So I'll get that contract sent over to you here shortly. Once you sign it, we'll send that off to the title company. If you sign it tonight, we'll get it over to them tomorrow morning, and then we'll get you connected to them via email. And then once they get that title commitment back, it'll take them probably sometime next week for them to get the title commitment back. And then from there, we'll be able to figure out what we need to do. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Brandy. I appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you.
All right. Go have a good night. Okay.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye. Speed lead. Comes through. I told you, AJ. Listen. Apologize for the first 2 hours. All right. We let AJ come in the room. We never let anybody in the room with me. This is why. He brought bad luck. I told you.
Yeah.
I
will say my ass out there.
Thank you. Yeah. Peasants sit out there. Kings only in here. I love my team. Listen, roller coaster of the past couple 2.5 hours. Listen, we thought we were gonna have. We thought it was gonna be me and Aaron. Aaron had to pivot there at the last second, had an emergency come up, so we kind of last second. All right, what are we gonna do here? We got some SVA leads. We're gonna sprinkle in some speed to lead, property leads. Shout out to both property leads and speed to lead. I had great conversations with property leads. The Lincoln Park in New Jersey for property leads was a great opportunity there. You know, made a very good offer on that. And then we have a referral on a mortgage loan officer and then also a potential realtor connection there. So that's where Cassie, as a realtor inside of the real brokerage, could potentially help out. And then also having connections to mortgage loan officers that can help out could lead to us getting a really good wholesale there in New Jersey. So shout out to the guys at Property Leads for getting us those leads over last second. Speed of lead. Listen, they always produce. I see it every time I go live. I see it. People say, yeah, I can't get the people to answer the phone and whatnot. All I can stand by is what we experience every single time. And every single time I go live and I call with property leads and speed of lead, it produces results. It produces signed contracts. SVA, I called a couple of those. Let's see here. I think it was one of the crazier conversations early on. But yeah, I really kind of wanted to save some of these for whenever we're able to reschedule with Aaron. So, yeah, man, crazy stuff. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. You guys were awesome. There was 80 to 100 of you on here the entire time. If you enjoyed today's live, give us a like. Don't be like Nick Robbins and not like the video. He has a tendency to do that. Now that he spent a week here at the office, I went and I audited his YouTube account. And listen, he wasn't liking the videos. Clearly, he doesn't listen to me at the end. He tunes me out. You got to watch and you got to like the damn video. This is how you tell YouTube that I'm the best. We got to push down the competition that sucks and get us up there. And we do that with the likes. So I appreciate you guys. Michael says, how do I feel about Speed of Lead for Vegas? Well, I love Speed of Lead. I don't like Vegas. I like being in Vegas. I like people in Vegas. I have fun in Vegas. I don't do a lot of real estate in Vegas. So, I mean, realistically, Speed of Lead cannot make a motivated seller fill out a form on their website. Okay? All they can do is maximize your opportunities to talk to motivated sellers. That is what they're good at. So do I like it? I love Speed to Lead. It always produces results. I will say we have not done a ton of deals in Las Vegas or Nevada in general. So I would say give it a shot. But when you go in there and you buy the leads, you don't have to buy the ones that say, hey, pristine condition, and they're not motivated. They're looking to upgrade or downgrade or something like that. It's like you saw what I was doing today. If you go watch Tuesday's live where I was sharing my screen and showing how I was buying the leads, it was very clear that it was around the motivation and the condition of the property. That's how you maximize your opportunities there. All right, guys. I'm going to go get that contract signed. I appreciate you. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a fun video. We're going to find out if Tiffany I knows what the fuck she's talking about. See you then.